Hello everyone, my name is Deborah Wilson. I'm a nurse and midwife by profession. I'm also the president of Enablers Diaspora Grassroots Support Outreach Worldwide. This video is a continuation of my series of videos on headaches. And on this one, I will talk about one of the very, very rare one that is called cluster headaches. Cluster headache. Cluster headache is very, very rare, but the pain that produces is very unbearable, and it's one of the most painful experience that human being can endure. Yeah, it's very, very painful, and the sufferer, if you have cluster headache, you feel as if somebody is actually grabbing and pulling your face or pulling your eyes. That is how bad it is. Cluster headaches is headaches that are very excruciating, as I said, and it's headache that you feel on one side and most especially around the eye. And the causes of cluster headaches, they seems to be related to the sudden release of histamine or serotonin in the body. What are the trigger factors? There are few factors that could trigger cluster headaches, and among those factors we've got the use of alcohol, the use of when you are a smoker, smoking cigarettes, and changes to high altitude, also bright light or flashing lights, exercise, and red food that are processed foods, things like red meats. Those foods, they contain more than enough nitrates, and they are very dangerous. And also the use of cocaine can trigger cluster headache. What are the clinical signs and symptoms of this cluster headache? The part of signs and symptoms of cluster headache is a sudden onset of pain around one side of the head, most especially around one eye. And the pain usually builds to a peak in about 10 to 15 minutes and can last up to 3 hours. Yes, the sufferer will describe the pain as a very, very sharp and burning in nature. Also, they can experience what we call nausea, or actually vomiting or feeling sick. There might be redness of eye or watering eye. Also, the sufferer will be very, very sensitive to light. Doesn't want to come to anywhere there's light at all or flashing. And you may experience what is called drooping or swelling of eyelid. Also, if you splash like a pen touch on the eyeball, you can identify the very, very small puppy reaction, which is part of symptoms that we'll be able to identify cluster headache. And also you may experience sweaty face and blocked or runny nose. This cluster headache, can it be prevented? Yes, it can. It can be prevented provided you are able to identify the trigger factors. Part of these trigger factors is to avoid the use of alcohol and avoid smoking. Also, however, you should go to the hospital if you experience reduction in alertness level, if you experience loss of movement, if you are becoming too drowsy. Also, if you experience nausea and vomiting, please make your way to hospital. Or if you experience something that is like seizures activities, you should make your way to the hospital. There are key things that you actually needed to know about this cluster headache. As I said, cluster headaches, they occur in groups and they last for about 1 to 3 hours in a day. And the pain produces is very, very excruciating. It's a very rare type of headache, and they recur in the same way. And relative to other primary headaches, cluster headaches, they are very, very rare. And a true cluster headache is not actually a life-threatening and does not cause permanent brain damage, but they tend to be very chronic. Some people will tell you every autumn is when I experience this cluster headache. Every spring, every winter is when I experience mine. The recurrence and can interfere with your work and daily lifestyle. If you experience such and you have these signs and symptoms, please make your way to hospital. Don't stay at home. Get it investigated. They might have to refer you to a specialist. They might do MRI scans to get to the root of the problem.